go to a break. Sean, the fees that you're showing for refuse under the balanced approach and alternative A, what do those reflect? Do those reflect what we're paying to our vendor now for certain services plus an administrative fee, or?
It's a reflection of three things. It's our the current cost of our contract, expected adjustments up in our contract, which has to be renewed during the 5-year plan, and as a credit to Councilwoman Powell, we have evidence that demonstrates that when we initially signed that agreement, the initial agreement was 10 years ago now, I believe? 02. We have the most favorable rates in the entire Midwest for our waste management contract. Will we get the most favorable rates in the entire Midwest 2 times in a row? I can't base my budget on that. Be nice. Certainly we'll get Tish's help again. And the third factor is we're also going to do the indirect costs, the costs of the finance department's time, the legal department's time, all the other indirect costs associated with it. And we believe that's closer to $18 a month once you account for all of it.
Are we capped legally? I'm assuming we do have a cap on what we can charge for administrative costs. Is it like 20% or 10% or?
You know, we haven't researched it to that degree. Well, actually, we have. We could charge whatever we want, right, Bill? Yeah. So maybe on the indirect, but you could charge $50 a month if you wanted. It doesn't have to be a direct reflection of the cost of the program.
And Councilmember Powell, I think where you're coming from is mostly on your federal grants and your state grants cap your administrative fees at 10%. So that's probably where you're catching that from.
Yes.
Because I asked the question in the past.
Mr. Mayor, briefly, may I?
Mr. Prigge.
If I'm remembering previous figures quoted to me, we are paying currently waste management around $14 per stop per house. Is that the figure I remember seeing?
About 13.
About 13. We're paying right now 13. And waste management, and the contract that we're looking at now ends when?
October in 2012.
2012, okay. And we are the largest municipal contractor in Illinois and Indiana of waste management. Is that still true? That's the last figure I heard last summer.
Daniel's shaking his head yes. So
okay. City of Elgin is the largest municipal contract waste management has in all of Indiana and all of Illinois. Okay. I just wanted to clarify that we are paying waste management $14 per house for that now. We're talking 18 and 24 covering what our now expanded cost is going to be to maintain this and then making more to hit the figures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, a couple of things. It also anticipates us holding that at $18 a month for several years. And secondly, and want to be very transparent on this, I need $6.4 million.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I'm trying to associate that $6.4 million as close as I can to that fee. So make no bones about it. Mm-hmm. I need that number.
Yep. Gotcha.
So.
But again, being transparent, then that is not necessarily just a refuse fee. That becomes other money that we're trying to get, basically.
Well, I do think it's fair to look at the great majority of that. Look, I don't think we're going to be able to stay at that very favorable rate with waste management. It's unlikely. I mean, that was a long time ago, and an incredibly. I mean, we'll show the council just how great a contract that was, and need to anticipate that. But we call if maybe in the most simplest to avoid any argument, just call we need $6.4 million. I mean, if to avoid the discussion, because it could have been a utility fee, it could have been a variety of things, but we felt that at least people would know to play devil's advocate for the current $4.5 million was trash. So.